So this one's called homeschool disconnect. We've kind of talked about this one already, but again, it keeps coming up. My son is toilet trained at home, says a parent, but he has lots of pee accidents at kindergarten. At home, he initiates going to the bathroom on his own, but at school, he has accidents almost every day, and the teacher is saying he should go back to pull-ups. What should we do? There are many versions of this scenario. Sometimes it has to do with pooping. Sometimes it has to do with the reverse. He's trained at school, but he's not trained at home. I mean, there's many, many versions of this. I just want to reiterate a few things that we've said already. Remember, first of all, that the rules are different at home and at school. So generalization from one setting to the other may not occur automatically. Generalization means you learn something in one setting and you know that you should do that same thing in another setting. This is often a problem for many individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities. Well, actually, it's often a problem for many grown-ups too in some situations. So the truth is that at home, he can go whenever he needs to go without asking for permission or telling anyone. But at school, he needs to either ask to go by raising his hand, for example, or he needs to wait till the whole class goes, because that may be part of the routine in kindergarten. So everybody goes in the middle of the morning, or everybody troops into the washroom around lunchtime or whatever, right? So there may be some sort of schedule, but he may not know what that is. So it may be, if this is part of the routine at school and he just needs to learn part of the routine, it may be that all you need to do is put toilet or bathroom in the visual schedule that he's already using. So first we do language arts, we do reading, then we do math, then we go to the bathroom, then we have recess, then we have science, then we have lunch, and then we go to the bathroom again. I mean, he may just need that, or he may need to be trained in the non-successful environment in a way that was similar to the way he was trained in the successful environment. So if he's trained at home, he knows what he's supposed to do there. Teach the school staff how to do that at school and have them do it exactly the way it happened at home at school. So you really need to figure out with people in the problem environment what the best solution is. I don't know what it is for your individual kid, neither does Katie, because it's an individual situation. But often it's the training occurred in one setting and didn't occur at all or in the same way in the other setting, and it worked in one place and it didn't work in the other place. And often what happens, and this is the heartbreaking part of it for me, is this. Everybody's pointing fingers at everybody else, right? School's upset with home, home's upset with school, conversation has broken down, the relationships are splintered, everybody's blaming everybody else for the problem. You know, that's not okay. Who's caught in the middle, by the way? The kid, right? Like, that's not okay. So you guys need to talk to each other respectfully and openly and figure out, why is this happening and how can we solve this together? Sorry I can't be more clear about that, but that is the answer. Here's another school problem in particular. It's often a school problem. I call it the break time dilemma. Here's the scenario. I work with a student. This is an educational assistant now. I work with a student who has frequent pee accidents or poop accidents or both during break time at school in situations like playing with an iPad or using the swing outside at recess. Even if the student peed pretty recently or pooped pretty recently, he or she seems to have accidents when doing these highly preferable activities. What should I do? These are all great questions. Here's another great question. This is a dilemma, indeed. It's not uncommon. Often, when someone is either very relaxed or just the opposite, has just finished exercising, the urge to go is activated. The urge to go, number one or number two, is activated. And so if I know that this is a common problem for an individual, the easiest and the most straightforward solution is to prompt that student to use the toilet just before the break time or the recess or the PE class or whatever it is, when you know that the accident often occurs. Have him go just before, because you know if you don't, it's going to occur in that situation. And then reinforce like crazy, right? And then he gets access to that preferred break time or recess or PE class or whatever it is. That's the most straightforward solution. Alternatively, if you don't do that, then when he's in recess or at break time or in PE class or whatever, you need to be watching for signals of the need to go, the dance, the grabbing of the crotch, you know, right? Whatever, and then prompt him to use the toilet immediately. I mean, my preference is actually the first one because it's the easiest and most straightforward, but for some reason that's a problem, then you need to be alert, right? This is just a physiological phenomenon that sometimes the time to go is when you're most relaxed or when you've moved your body so much that the urge to go is activated. So if you can't keep an eye, if you're the EA, the educational assistant for this kid, and during recess he's outside with playground supervisors and there's like 300 kids and 4 playground supervisors and nobody can keep an eye on this kid, then take the easy route, right? Take him just before recess, make sure he goes, you're good to go, okay?